Hi everyone, so today I'll be going through a few tips for Urdhva Dhanurasana or wheel. It's a back bend. I'll take you through step by step and hopefully it helps you to get there. Okay, so when it comes to wheel, a few things come into play. Firstly, the shape of your spine will have a lot to do with how deep you can go into your back bend. Often bone will meet bone and you can't go any further. This is when other parts of your body come in to compensate for that. So first thing that comes in is your shoulder flexion. I was lucky to be blessed with quite flexible shoulders, so I can go quite far back. But a lot of people come about to here. So I'll show you some tips to get around that. The second thing is it requires quite a bit of shoulder strength to push yourself all the way up into wheel. And then lastly, your wrists. If you don't have the ability to completely sort of 90-degree angle flex your wrists, it might be a problem. You might need a bit of a triangle for some more support. But let's go through it step by step. Alright, so for wheel, similar as to bridge pose, you're going to keep your feet hip distance apart. Try to keep your knees and your feet in the same distance. And you're going to lie back and your hands are going to come as close to your shoulders as possible. Try to get your wrists flat. And then from here you're going to push into your feet, push the floor away and just stop and come onto your head. And then for some people this will be enough. Otherwise, if you want, you can extend into the pose. If you struggle with shoulder flexion, you could come up onto your toes to give you a bit more of a bend. And it's also fine if your elbows go out to the side. The idea here is to bring your chest forward and up, not here. You want it pushed that way. And then to come back down, tuck your chin and slowly roll back down. My lovely boyfriend has volunteered to let me show you the pose on him. He can get into wheel, but his shoulder flexion is a bit restricted. So I'm going to show you how that would look on someone with very long limbs and a bit of shoulder flexion restriction. Alright, so we're going to have him come into a bridge pose. So your feet are going to come close to your bum, and then your hands are going to come next to or above your shoulders. And then first you're going to push up onto your head, and then all the way up. So that's what his pose generally looks like. Tuck your chin, come back down. So what we can do to help him to sort of get a bigger bend in his back and is to get 2 blocks. So we'll put the 2 blocks next to the wall. Can you scooch up? Also create a bit more distance here. Alright, so this time he's going to do it, but his hands are on blocks and it gives him a bit more space for his shoulders. So if you want to go ahead and push up. And then you want to focus on bringing your chest up and forward towards the wall. There you go. Tuck your chin, come back down. Are you okay? Okay. And then another trick we can do is we can actually have him turn around. So this time he'll put his feet on the blocks on the wall, so it creates, again, it just creates a bit more space for him to get into this pose. Scoot your bum down. And then, there we go. So focus on bringing your chest this way. Nice. And then tuck your chin, come back down. Alright, so those are a few tips you can try. So giving yourself more space in terms of where your hands are, in terms of where your feet are. And then lastly, if you have someone there who can help you with this little trick helps quite a bit. So grab onto my ankles, get your feet off the blocks. Very shift them to the side. Alright. So he's going to push up and I'm going to actually help him come this way. There we go. Nice. He's on his toes, so it creates a bit more space for him. Tuck your chin and come back down. So there's another little trick if you're confident in the pose and you're wanting to start to get into drop backs. For drop backs, you'll stand away from the wall. Make sure that you can touch the wall when you reach back, so that when you reach over, your hands reach the wall. So legs slightly wider than you would for a normal wheel. Lean back, find the wall, and then slowly bend your knees, come up onto your tippy toes, and then walk all the way down. And then when you're there, you can bring your feet in a bit closer. You can come up onto your toes or come back down. And then the idea is to lift the chest and bring it towards the wall so that your chin touches the wall. And then when you're ready, you're going to tuck your chin, bend the knees, scooch them out wider, and then slowly come back up. I hope this helps and I hope you get into your wheel. Please let me know if you have any questions.